Kanekoa and Wesley, all the smoke train here with me, and we are going to talk about what really happened in Canada and how they went from the ops to friends on a road trip across the country to other countries and big cities. Welcome, guys. Wait, you guys are frozen now. All right, guys, they're having so much trouble. So just bear with me for a second while we try to get them back. They're having trouble in Canada on their road trip, and now we're having some technical difficulties here on the stream. Okay.
We
Back.
back.
We we're here. Welcome, guys. I already did the intro, so
Cool.
cool. But yes, how did this all come about? Because just a couple weeks ago, you guys were on the Power Slap stage as opponents going up against each other, and then surprise, you guys are on a road trip together.
Well, I guess it was Aiden came out with one of the little highlights of me eating the slap, and I did everything I said I was not going to do. And anyways, though, long story short, he reached out to, or he shared it, was like, "Gotta love Wesley Drain," and I was like, "Oh shit," just kind of started talking from there. He's like, "We got to kick it. We got to do something before I leave for Dubai next week." And I was like, "Well, actually, I'm going to be leaving out for New York to go corner a guy. I'm going to be out of town, but if you want to come with, you can." He's like, "Say less."
Say less, baby. Say less. And now we're here in this crazy place of New York. It was a great.
Adventure for sure.
It's been a
So,
great
how
adventure,
was
bro.
the trip from Oklahoma to New York?
Good. I mean, other than the fact that we got stopped not once but maybe
Like
three times.
we got detained three
No,
times.
okay, okay. We got pulled over once, and then we got detained twice at the borders, only because this guy looks like a freak of nature. So they pulled us over and they said, "Hey, we got to detain you, got to strip search you, and all that kind of stuff." It was horrible. It was
Wait,
horrible.
you got strip searched?
No,
Whoa,
no.
whoa, spicy details.
You're supposed to be
Just
on your best
kidding.
behavior, right?
I did not get strip
I
searched.
know.
I got patted down. Pretty much. Well, I guess they said I looked a little sleepy, and so he told me to pull over and get some rest.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
It's a
Okay.
long drive. It's a long drive. It's a long drive. It's
17 hours
yeah,
plus stops. So
yeah.
So when
we
you
pretty much.
so when you got to Canada, did you guys spend the night there?
Yeah. We spent the night
It was
in
like a little inn.
yeah, in Toronto. It was super nice. We were right there, dead smack in like the most busiest area. Um, we went out, adventured to a little bar, like a little hole in the wall. Everyone was just like having a great time, and we ended up having a few drinks. Um, and just being on the more clear-minded side of it. I tried to be on my best behavior for sure. And no drugs. But yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? On the way back, of course you need to eat something after you're drinking. So we saw what was it, shawarma. And because I was having a lot of shawarma in Dubai and in Saudi Arabia and stuff, I was like,
Did
fuck, we should go there. So he's never had it. So we went there. And actually, before we went there, we went across the
the little
street
Ray place.
and there was a little rave place, and we did not know. We thought it was just like some what club or like a weed store or some shit like that. So we stopped and we're like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on? What is this? The club?" And the guy was like, "No, it's a rave." And I was like, "Wait, get out of here! No, it's a fucking rave." My heart started pumping. Like, yes, all the fucking drugs in the world. No, but we went in there. He showed us. He gave us a little tour. It just brought
It
back
wasn't worth it.
nostalgic. It wasn't worth
Yeah,
it.
I didn't like the vibes. I was like, yeah. Nah.
Yeah, and well, for me, it brought back some nostalgic feelings.
He's like he's
Yeah, but I said no. I said no. We ended up leaving. Got some food, and then we got back on the road again, and just wanted to adventure. We wanted to be more present. You want to be in the present moment and just get to the next destination, which is New York. So, where did we stop? Oh, we actually went to Prince Edward County, and we went to like the very edge of it. I'm telling you, that place was like
Beautiful, yeah.
it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, but at the same time, it's just so isolated, like literally
It was a
isolated.
long ass drive.
Yeah.
It was a long fucking drive.
Yeah, if you get stuck out there, like I don't know why. I mean, it's the adventure itself that's probably the reason why we did that. The excitement, but yeah, if you get stuck out there, you're done.
I
You're
think we should have
definitely
went
done.
further north. Would have been
Did
cool
did
as
you guys
shit.
have poutine?
What the hell is that?
It's like the French
Is
Protein?
that,
fries
is
with
that the gravy
cheese and
shit? The gravy and potatoes?
Canadian thing.
No, no, we had maple syrup though. No.
Did you get like Tim Hortons? Did you get like anything that's from there, like the delicacies there or anything?
See, no, that's what. Okay, that's what we were trying to like. We were trying to obtain a little bit more information, because
We just
McGregor.
drank through it pretty much.
Yeah, we reached out to McGregor. Then we reached out to Vince. We tried to like meet up with them, but they were just like
Way the hell away from us, like
far.
13 plus hours. And I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, bro.
yeah,
That's an adventure for another time.
yeah. Fucking a, mate. Fuck that. We're not going there.
I think it
But
would have been cool for sure.
yeah,
Okay,
so
so
we
you
wrapped
were
back
in New
around.
York near Buffalo, right?
Yeah,
You guys didn't see Nate?
we was going to. But see, so everything that happened, we had everybody coming to the fights and we just going to kick it. And then the fight got canceled and everybody got kind of bummed out. And we just said, fuck it, we're going to Canada.
Canada.
And that's what happened. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it would have been really cool, if everything happened in the way, the trip, a long fucking trip up here, a long trip. If it would have worked out like it was supposed to, it would have been so cool. We would have went to the fights, got the corner guy, got to link up with everybody, probably chill out after, have some drinks and everything, and really kick it there. But everything kind of went crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we just roll with it.
All right, so the original road trip started because you guys were going to New York to go corner someone, and then you guys ended up getting detained in Canada. Didn't get to try any stuff, but ended up at a rave for a little while. And now where are you guys at?
Right now we're in New Jersey, so we're on the outskirts of New York. It's a great little town. It's Union City, but I don't know. It's great. This fucking Airbnb is amazing. Shout out to the person, the host that's hospitality and shit. But yeah, we're gonna go out later on tonight and go adventure the subways and
Yeah, we're gonna try and find some crazy
the
shit. in
hidden
Subway.
gems of tonight. So definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna charge
Before
all my
Nate,
devices.
make sure you go get a Taylor ham on a sandwich. Okay,
A
that's a Jersey
Taylor
special.
ham,
Taylor ham,
a
or some people
juicy special.
there's a big debate that it's either a pork roll or a Taylor ham. I call it Taylor ham.
Ham, well,
But if
oh
you say pork
fuck,
roll
I
or
can't
Taylor
say pork.
ham,
Can't
it's
do
just like
both,
yeah.
eggs and cheese with it on a bagel or a roll on a sandwich. That's like
Okay,
a New Jersey delicacy.
okay, yeah, I'll definitely try that. But I mean, yeah, this trip has been amazing, and hopefully we'll see a lot more that comes out from this.
Like halfway through
Yeah, we're only halfway through.
And then when do you guys go home?
in 2 days.
Yeah.
In 2 days?
I have to leave. I have to leave too on the 6th. So I'm flying as soon as I get back. Hopefully, I can catch Jackie's fight. Shout out to Jackie. She's, but the 4th. So hopefully, I can catch that fight before I ended up leaving to Miami. So I'm gonna leave to Miami on the 6th, and I'm gonna catch the UFC fights out there, and then come back and then leave to Dubai. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know my
Yeah.
flight's in Oklahoma, so it'll be awesome if you guys are able to show up there. I hope you guys have a safe trip home. But I know you guys spoke about the fight getting canceled. Do you have any details on why, and is that person okay?
Yeah, I mean, I seen him posting on Instagram. He looks pretty good. Um, Refueling, eating food, drinking. He looks just fine to me.
What?
Or no?
I mean, he's contacted me a little bit, not really too much. I guess he was just really disappointed, didn't want to say much. So I'm just like, eh. I mean, I'm not a grudge holder. I'm living my life.
Right. And this is my message. This is my message. If I can continue to that and add on to that, it's the things that we do as trainers and as athletes that encourage each other. Like for example, I'm probably encouraging Wes, and Wes is definitely encouraging me. Learning from each other, from where he came from, his background, and all that. And I'm getting to share my story and the things that I've done, even though we were foes. We became friends. I'd rather be a friend with a foe that knows everything about me instead of a friend with a friend that can easily backstab me and become a foe, if that makes sense. But with other people, like people that are trying to chase their dreams, listen to your coaches, like really listen to your coaches, dig deep. you know it's your dream for a reason. No one else can take it away from you. So if you believe in your dream, it's going to happen. Just stick around the right crew. Push yourself every single day, and be happy with what you got. Be in the present moment. That's what matters the most. And that's what we're doing. We're being in the present moment and enjoying every single day as we live it.
100%.
So yeah.
Love it.
I mean,
Did
this
you
is
guys
this is
work
really
with
great for my
Dwayne
children's
Crespo
program
for a little
starting.
while?
What is it?
Dwayne Crespo, you were allowed to see him for a little bit.
Oh yeah, we tried to bring him along with us too, but
He was just like,
he had he
nah,
had
you
he
guys
had
are in
well he had
trouble.
responsibilities. He wanted to so bad.
He's a responsible guy. Well, we
Yeah.
all are. Sometimes. I
Which
try my
way?
best.
So on your way home, like, what is the states that you're gonna pass through?
Like Tennessee,
Yeah.
Missouri, Arkansas, I think, or no, not
Arkansas is probably the last
yeah,
before you get back into Oklahoma.
Pittsburgh. I think
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, and then like Tennessee or
Are you
something
running
like
through
that.
Ohio at all or no?
Not again.
Not
Not
Avoiding that
again.
again.
state.
Well, that's okay. The reason why I'm not feeling like that is because we're trying to avoid Ohio as much as possible because that's where we got put over.
They see my Texas place and like, hell no, brother. We're gonna pull that fucking honky over.
Everything is okay. We're freaking protected,
No,
bro.
because I just spoke to John the Machine Davis a couple hours ago, and he was like,
Okay.
"Oh, tell them." He said, "Tell them if they pass through to come stop by."
Hey, do you know he's been riding with us this whole trip, or well, since we picked up
Yeah.
Dwayne. John's actually been riding in the back of the car in the back seat.
Yes, he
No
has.
way.
The whole time. Yeah. So, John, after me and you have a little match, bro, and when I end up, winning against you, by the way, you have to sign that card for me, and that card is going to be given away to a very lucky fan for sure, and it has to be signed from
See,
both
I'm
of
the fan.
us. But shout out to Dwayne for actually giving me that card.
Well, I mean, she does have this on her podcast. This little clip of you saying,
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
saying
saying.
work out perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it all
absolutely.
works
The
for you
chief knows
guys.
what he's doing. Thank
um,
you. You're the
so
best.
Wes, this is your like. Have you ever been like outside of Oklahoma besides like traveling for Power Slap?
Me, I've been all over the country, but never out of this. Or no, I've been all over all within the states. I just never left the country.
Is this your
So I've
first time
been,
like in the New York, New Jersey area though?
yeah, yep, first time up here, first time in Canada. So
So
I've
what are
been
you
as
looking
far
forward
as
to most? Because the Big Apple, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
honestly, I really like the outskirts of the city. Like I'm more of a nature lover. Like I want to go. And I seen all these trails coming down the mountains. And I was like, oh shit, this is where I want to be. But I want to go explore the subways. Honestly, like go do some shit like that. Like I never rode a subway before. Go experience that life. See if we can't find some like shit to stumble up on.
I'll find some shit to do for sure.
Well, you got to make sure like you go
100%.
get some pizza. You go stop by Times Square.
Yeah.
There's so much to
Yeah.
do. Go to Central Park. It doesn't feel like the city because it's so big and it's like
We
all
did.
trees
We went
and
there
it's
earlier
like
today. Yeah.
huge park.
We went there earlier today.
Is that where you were when you were live earlier?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. You can ride
Yeah,
horses
we
and
had
get
to we had to stop by the local dispensary and then stop by, the park and just hit up Central Park for a little bit. It's an iconic place. It's very much so. I mean, everyone goes there. Who else? The Practical Jokers, Home Alone.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
go
I
up
was
to the
just like,
top of the Empire State Building, but do it like when the sun is setting, like right before the sun sets. Because then you see it like in the daylight, and then like when it's like the golden hour, it's really cool. And then you can see it at nighttime.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All
I
right.
prefer the
Wait,
86
can you
floor
just
over
go
the
up in it?
86 because you can like walk around the building and like see around the whole entire city. Where like when you go
So it's
all
like
the
a tour they do, like an Empire State tour,
Is it a tour?
or how's it work, or can you
no,
just
you
like
just go up
freely
in
walk
an
around?
elevator all the way up to like the 86th floor, and then like like it's around the whole entire building. There's a walkway, but if you go up to like the 100 and something floor, like you're inside and you only look through the windows. So I
Right.
That's
personally
cool.
like it on like the 86 or 7, whatever the
Okay.
floor number is. I don't remember. I haven't been there in
I'll
so
figure it
long.
out. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll definitely figure it out. There's so, like you said, there's so much to do in New York. Yeah,
Baseball
like Wes
season, so you
said.
can catch like a Yankees or a Mets game.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I
I
don't
think
think
I
our
think I'd rather
bell.
hit a gym than a game though, or like be productive on the trip. Like,
Yeah,
I mean that
we
that's
just came back from a run right before we got on a call with you.
we ran like four
Um,
miles all up and down these hills.
that
It was
was pretty
great.
fun.
Dodging traffic.
Dude, the traffic is
I actually
terrible.
got some footage.
And then the amount of money it costs to go over the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that it
Did
even
we go?
existed. I don't know. Did we?
The George
Potentially.
Wait,
Washington
We
Bridge
went
takes
over a
you from
bridge.
Jersey to New York.
the okay. If you drive over, like just not knowing, and you're just driving through, and it's like an easy pass or some shit, it just charges you, or do you have
So
to
if it's a
stop?
rental car, yeah, they'll send you like a ticket in the mail or whatever. But if it's a rental
Okay.
car,
Yeah, that's all.
they will just bill you after they get billed. Like they'll just put on the card that you
Uh,
got.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh? I think we
Have
did
you guys
pass it
been
then.
doing like power slap training?
I
Well,
want to say yes, but no.
no,
You should watch.
No,
we've been
You should
no.
ask
training.
people what they think of power slap.
We have what
Evan
we
showed
have
me the
asked.
video.
That's definitely what we're gonna be doing tonight.
He's
Yeah,
actually going to have a game. So the
yeah,
game is you can walk up to a group and you got to individually speak to each one of the persons if you want the point. And then you got to, they got to be like, okay, I've heard about it or not. If they haven't heard about it, it's not a point. If they say, yes, I've heard about it, you got a point.
yeah. That's for us. That's
Yeah.
like a game between us. I mean, we were definitely introduced to people at the same time what power slap is. I mean, I don't know within our contract that we can or cannot slap someone, but I mean, I'll definitely slap one. Give someone a slap for sure.
Oh, shit.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I love it.
But
When do
yeah,
you guys want to come back to the power slap stage?
as soon as possible. I mean, I don't mind as soon as possible. Um, yeah,
At any point
it
next
doesn't
week?
matter at this point. For sure, Darren. 100%. I mean, everyone's calling for the belt and this and that. I already know that belt is gonna just land right in my lap perfectly, and it just fits perfectly around my waist. So that's gonna happen without a doubt. But I really want to collect jaws. That's the main thing. I know it kind of sounds psychotic, but shout out to Michael Bisping for bringing that part out of me. But yeah, it doesn't really matter who's next. I really want to go straight to the champion and take the belt, but for me, it's sweet. It's bittersweet for everyone else that I get to climb the ladder and they get to actually experience a real true slap for myself.
Yeah, I think you and Darren need that rematch too after the way that ended and like
Yeah, it's gonna
the
happen.
controversy surrounding it. But Wesley, are you staying at middleweight?
I don't want to. Like I've been trying to go. Like I want to fight at 55 and at 70, like MMA and other things. I want to see what I can do about it. They may not like it, and they may tell me no. But at the end of the day, like I want to compete at 155 pounds. Like I've been trying. Like I was hitting it. Like before I took the match with him, like I was at 175 pounds walking around. Like I mean, I had to like just eat a little bit to get back up to weight for this match. I became a little fatty. But I mean, I was walking around 175 pounds, looking to shoot down to 55, looking to shoot to 70, and that's what I want to do. I've been telling them this for like the last 6 months. I want to drop in weight. I want let me drop, and then I'll build back up later on. But right now, I got a time frame I'm shooting for. Where I want to get to 155 pounds. I want to compete at 155 pounds just for a bucket list type shit. So I mean, I say it very strongly. I've voiced myself very strongly to them. I want to compete at a low weight, and I've been wanting to leave middleweight for a while, honestly. So
I think that the 155, they moved Andrew down. They could use a little more because they're like I feel like as they all move down to 170, and now like a lot of people want to move to 170. 170 is kind of like exciting again. With KO Chris coming
I've
back,
been asking to move down way
I
before
would
he
like to
even
see
thought
more
about
of
it.
that in
Who?
155.
Isaiah.
Oh.
So I mean, I'm not opposed to seeing you at 155.
Like I mean, like I've cut 20 pounds for the majority of my competitions. You know, fights and slab matches. Like when I was walking around at 170, I felt good. I was like, dude, like I'm not totally ripped up. I got a little body fat to lose. So I was like, dude, I could easily make 155 at my body composition. It would have been
Yeah.
easier. It would have been
With
a
the
good
proper
cut.
training and
Yeah,
the amount of time,
it
of
would have been a
course.
good time. And
Anything.
I would have like I was looking at like 2 months. 2 months, drop 20 pounds. I could definitely do it.
Yeah,
That's
I
that's. I
think the
mean,
weight
for
cut with
me,
house
I
though
wouldn't be able to
is
do
if you
that.
like cut too much in too short time, like it can affect, how you take a slap
It
decision.
does.
So maybe at
I do
170.
say that. Like me and Isaiah's match was rough. Like that I cut, quite a bit pretty quick. And it was like that match really just made me sick for like a few weeks. Like I think just from the cut alone, like I took a rough cut, dropped to like 20 pounds and like I was a little
Yeah.
fat. Dude, I showed up at like 203 pounds.
And then you cut all the way to 185.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
How
Dude,
many days did you have before then?
like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I think like you said, the cut did affect me really bad. Cause like when, me and his match, like I did everything. Like I did a good cut. I had to bulk a little bit. Like I was eating fucking buffets all my whole time up there. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was up there munching the fuck down. And I think I was 183 and you was 182.
I was 183, or no, I was 184. Yeah, I was 183.7, but I ended up having like coconut water or some shit. That was 184.
I believe I was at 183.
Yeah, but it's always the clothes. The clothes that we weigh in, it's like 1 point something.
They're a little heavy
Yeah,
for sure.
but whenever I'm
Is
weighing
there
in like
any
185 on
weight
point.
for your clothes when you step on the scale?
I don't
No,
know. I don't think so.
no. When you jump on an official scale with your shorts
This is what
and
you
your
are.
shirt, yeah,
Sure.
it's like it's like 1.5.
Because they
Your
bring
clothes
out
are like
the
1.5.
little tent thing if you have to take your clothes off.
Yeah. That's why I weigh under. I go under. So when I weigh in with my clothes and stuff, I hop on and it's like sometimes it comes up to like 186. Most of my fights it was like 186, but really I'm 185 when I get on the scale. I
Nice.
did it last time with you and I was 184, 183.7, and then I went up to 185. Exactly, I think you said.
Are you guys
Yeah.
happy with the
A
new
lot of
rankings?
physics. Yes and no. Yes and no.
I mean,
Definitely. Shout out to Wes. I mean, he definitely hooked it up, bro. Appreciate you. With everyone else, I don't see like there's a funny one. There was a funny one that I saw with Darren being, the next contender for the championship belt. There's a lot of there's a lot of controversy, with his matches and stuff that everyone.
but if he flinches, I mean, hopefully they would call it in that kind of match if they do.
Yeah, hopefully,
But
but we'll see. I mean, I know that there's some favorites and there's not some favorites, and I'm not too sure if there's some favoritism here. But other than that, if you can't see the mistakes that's being made, then why make the rules? Why make the rules? You just might as well just let everyone flinch. Might as well just let everyone step. Make it more exciting then, if that's the case. But yeah,
Gave you a
I
thumbs
mean
down.
that's something. Huh?
Did you see the thumbs
What's
down
that?
button on your screen?
No.
Oh.
Who gave me a thumbs down? I'll give you a thumbs down.
No, see, look, it's on your. It just went on by itself.
I did that just
No,
now.
Shama, you're not happy.
No trauma. But yeah, I'm not happy with that. He definitely has to test himself. He definitely has to test his chin.
he needs
That
to eat one.
that 100%. And he knows that deep down inside. And if you're watching this, bro, you know this too. So, I'm not afraid to say it because everyone knows it. The fans know it, the people know it. But with the other matchups, it looks really great. But that's it. That's it for me. What about you, bro?
I don't even care about that division.
This guy's focused on the 170 right now.
Drop me
You know.
down.
Or
So
what do you think
yeah,
about the
I'll take
170?
over.
Because they moved Isaiah there and put him at number 2,
I would
and then
love to have a match against Isaiah.
what?
Like, I would love that, dude. That would be the dopest match ever. That fucker punched me in the face like 5 times in the house, and like all hell broke loose.
I,
Like
I didn't even
shit.
know about
Like
this shit.
there's some crazy
You
shit that
didn't
went
watch
down
the
because of me.
show? Oh my god.
I know well I saw a few clips that was like posted throughout Parslap's page and shit with Aziel and that one dude, forget his name. Jules? Not Jules. What was the other guy's name?
AJ.
The other no, wasn't AJ. It was that
Aziel
like
and
that
AJ
fighter
went against
dude.
each other, and
No, it was that guy that was like, you don't know that I got the dog with me,
oh
boy.
Game changer.
fuck, what's his name? I know it. No,
Carice.
What?
Carice Archer.
Chris
yeah, Chris
Archer.
Archer.
Yeah.
Now
But
I'm just
yeah,
thinking of Chris
yeah.
for some reason. I was just like,
That
wait,
was the
what?
only fight that I've seen, but I didn't really watch the episodes and stuff, to be honest.
You need to go back and watch it.
And
It's good.
then no, little Pero, you're a troublemaker.
Yeah, most definitely
He was a
was.
bit of a
You're a
troublemaker.
troublemaker. You're a wild dog. You're
Yeah, I think
a
even at
wild
one
dog,
point Dino
bro.
was like fed up with him.
El loco Pero.
It was a
But
whole
hey,
big
yeah.
meeting
So
over
what do
that
you think about
situation.
the welterweight rankings, West?
Oh,
Me, all right, like I don't know. I'd love to have Manny again. To be honest, like that's
Manny?
a trilogy that, and there's never been a trilogy yet. Until somebody keeps trying to call for a bullshit. No, you don't need no fucking trilogy right now. I'm sorry, you got smoked on fucking one. You don't need a fucking trilogy match. I want a trilogy. I want to be the first trilogy in Power Slap. Fucking me and Manny,
mm,
170, and then I goes up from there.
Let's go.
sweet
All
color.
right.
And
So moving
honestly,
down to
like
170, outside of Manny, who else would you want? Outside, I guess you want number. You're calling for number 1 and 2, but rightfully so, because you've been sitting at the top of the rankings in the middleweight division for since Power Slap started.
forever. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't pay attention to many other people. Like I want what I want. That's what I'm focused on right now. So like I don't want. I want those guys.
Do you have any other like fights coming up or anything? Because I know you've done like the card jitsu and all that.
I'm gonna do some grappling probably here on my birthday
When's your
next
birthday?
month. May 6th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right
So
around the corner.
go do some grappling. Have a little fun. I mean, maybe talk to Frank and be like, Frank, let me do some dirty boxing. You know, let's see what I can mess up in there. Have some fun. I mean, they probably
What
ain't gonna like that.
what belt are you in jujitsu?
So the crazy thing is, I'm a no strike white belt. Never been
Really? Me
promoted, but I've
too.
been yeah. But I've been to so many schools. I've been to so many schools, and I just never stay long enough to get promoted. So I told the guy. So the guy that's actually putting the event on that I'm gonna go do. It's an 8-man tournament for 185 below, 185 above. It's going to be all the way up to black belt, from white to black, and they're going to have 2 divisions. So 8. There's going to be like 16 matches per division. Um, and the guy that's putting that on is actually the guy that owned the gym for my first fight. His I guess his teacher below him, they opened up the school together. And he was a brown belt, and the other guy was a black belt. And after I got my ass kicked by him, I said, "Hey, can I come train with you guys?" So I told him, I'm still a white belt. You can put me wherever you want. If you want to sandbag me and put me at white belt, I will gladly be there. So I don't know exactly where he's going to put me. I mean, I would say like I'd be happy with blue. I'd be happy with purple. Brown belt's getting pretty tough. I'd still be happy with it. But I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm like no black belt or no brown belt. But I feel like I'm strong purple. I've just never been ranked. But I can roll with a lot of people. I've rolled with a lot of solid ass upper level guys and never had no issues. So
Well, I mean, if you actually do start getting like belt colors and stuff, I know the UFC has a Fight Pass Invitational now on Fight Pass.
oh, really,
That that might be
Yeah.
something cool.
almost definitely like
That actually is dope. And that's a really dope promotion that they're gonna do. Or actually they started that already, right?
Yeah, they did. They brought Mikey Musumeci. I can never say
Yeah.
his name right. I'm sorry if I pronounce
He's
it
a
wrong.
little
Uh,
beast.
huh?
Misucci.
Masucci. Yeah, so they actually the last power slap when you guys fought, they had the Fight Pass Invitational at the Apex the day before.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's the reason why he was there. He was in Vegas and stuff.
Yeah,
And
and then
my
they're
my
gonna
little
do
cousin.
another one, I believe. I want to say it's May, either May or
Do you
Fight
know
Week.
what belt they start out at? Probably like purple or and higher, right? I'm assuming.
I don't know. I
I
really
think
don't.
no, I think it starts from purple.
I would think it
Yeah,
would
I
make
think it
sense for
starts from purple. Because I remember because actually shout out to Mercedes and Anthony Burchek. They were supposed to get me into that because they're heavily into it. That's why. Yeah, but you have to start with purple, I believe.
I figured something like that. Yeah. I mean, they gotta have
Hold
some
on,
kind
I'll
of.
look up when the next one is. I kind of wanted to
Sweet.
go to that other one, but
And I guess it's at the
I don't know if
Apex for right now. That's where they're doing all of them.
I believe
where at
so.
the Apex. Yeah, I think so. But I think they do have another one coming up in like May or Fight Week. I just saw a poster I think for it.
Shoot, get me on that card. That'd be dope.
They did like some promotion because I think they had the fighter in London or something that's like headlining it.
So it's just like super matches. It's not like a tournament. It's just like a one-on-one. Like a
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Should be coming up sometime. We'll see. I don't know. If I see it, if I find it, I'll send it to you.
For sure.
But yeah, what are you guys getting into again tonight?
Just maybe hit some subways and see what we find. I mean, it's New York City. It's big as shit.
Yeah, we're gonna hop on a subway from here and go into the city, and then go to the what is it, the square? You know, where there's the lights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Times
And
Square.
then yeah, then Times Square, and then from there, just jump on the metro and just go from point A to point B. Hopefully, have some fun and meet some wild ass people in New York. You know how it is.
I might get like some kind of like little mask and be a vigilante tonight. I'm Batman.
It's
Well,
like
you
Gotham.
too. Stay safe. Try not to get in any more trouble. Getting
We
detained
never
for
got in
sounds is
trouble.
wild.
I know. We got eyes on us. I love it. We got eyes all day,
Yeah,
baby. But thank you. Thank you for having us. Appreciate
of
it.
course. Thank you for coming on. I hope you guys have a safe travels home too.
For sure.
And I can't wait to
And
see
you have
what
a
you
safe
guys all get
travel
into for the
to
rest of
bed.
the time. What?
For sure.
I said you have a safe travel to back to your bed.
Thanks. I'm
Good
actually
night.
leaving out of town this week, so
Oh shit, where you going?
I'm going to Vegas. It's we're going to the fights this weekend.
Are you
Oh,
in Vegas?
and the fights this weekend. There's a lot more than fights in Vegas this
No, I
weekend,
will
by
not
the
be there for
way.
that. I'm going.
Okay.
I get in town on Thursday.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you know, if
But
you
there's
don't, if
there's
you
there's some
don't,
shit
but
going down though this weekend for sure.
I mean, and there's lots of fights in Vegas, so I guess people could just speculate which ones I'm going to.
Right. Okay.
Because they have the
Well,
Apex
thank you.
card. I'm sure they got some local level stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. It's Vegas. They always have something
Yep.
happening.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys, and thanks for sharing your shenanigans. Like I said, I hope you guys have
Yeah.
a safe trip home. And if you guys are watching live or the replay, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good shit, and stay petty, bitches.
Stay petty, bitches.
Okay, it stopped. Let me.